You'll be given 2 words. And those 2 words might be 4 letters, 5 letters, 6 letters word. Am I making sense, guys?
Yes, Uncle.
All right. It does not matter how many letters are there. But what you need to do is you need to take 1 letter from the first one and put that 1 letter into the second word. Does this make sense?
Yes, Uncle.
When you've done that, the 2 words that you had in the beginning would have formed a totally new word. Now, a lot of people always say that, what about the letters of the word that you had before? Can you change them around? No. The only letter you are removing from the first word is the only one that is missing. Every other one must stay the same. Am I making sense?
Yes, Uncle.
And when you are putting that letter into the second word, you have to make sure of one thing. Ask me what? You tell Lua yes?
Both of the letters must make sense.
Both,
The words.
yes, both words must make sense. Does that make sense? Right? And the fact is, if they make sense, okay? If they make sense, then you're fine. If they don't make sense, then there will be a problem. One more thing that I want to say is names of people, they are not the kind of words we are looking for. Am I making sense to you? Yeah, Finny. Names are not the kind of word we're looking for. Pagina, names, because I checked your buffer and I see some of the answers you guys select. All right? The fact that you guys have your buffer account doesn't mean I don't see what you do. I can log in on my own side and watch exactly what you're doing at what time. And for some of you that will be on buffer and will go on YouTube or go on Roblox, when your parents are coming, you quickly switch back the tab. Yeah, I'm recording everything now so I can show the evidence to your parent. Yeah, be warned. I won't say more than that. All right, let's go to this. So let's look at this word. You know, I always say the first thing we need to do is try and place what? And basically starts with the first word. So the first step is to try and remove what? A letter. So what have I done? I've got soup. So if I remove what? If I remove S, that gives me soup. That's not a real word. Am I making sense to you? If I remove what? T, that gives me what? Soup. That's not how to write soup, even though I like food, but I won't make that mistake. Yeah? All right, if I remove the third one, so I know it couldn't be what? Soup. What if I remove the third what? The third letter, removing the third letter, which is what? O. What do I have now? When I remove the third letter, I have stop. Yes or no?
Yes, Uncle.
Yes, Uncle.
Right? So now we have now realized that we are removing O from here. Am I making sense to you? To give us stop. But then the question is, where are we gonna place the O in the new what? In the new word. I know you guys know this. Please, I want to just explain first so that everyone understands. Yeah? Because not everyone knows it perfectly. So what I try to do is I try to put the O in the word flats in different places. So O flat, that's not a word. For that sounds like my friend's name, but unfortunately, names are not allowed. Names of people, no. Float. Now, this is where your pronunciation now comes in, because a lot of people like, that's flow art. All right, even though it is written as flow arts, take a step back and think of how you learned to pronounce when you were in reception year 1 and year 2. Am I making sense to you? That is what will help you in this case. And of course, what have we got? We've got float. So that means the two new words that we are looking for will be what? Stop and what? Float. Does this make sense, everybody?
Yes, Uncle.
Yes, Uncle.
Yes, Uncle.
Yes, Uncle.
You guys can see now that the words that you had, all right, to make the new word, I didn't rearrange the letter of those words. I didn't turn this one to tops. Am I making sense to you? I didn't do that, did I? No. Because that sometimes may be in the answer just to trick you to see who is going to be that child that does not listen to instruction. You guys are obedient children. You're God's children. So please do not forget to follow instructions. Does this make sense, please?
Yes, Uncle.
Uncle.
Yes, Uncle.
Yes, Uncle.
Any questions at this point? All right. So let me give you one to try to see if you really understood it before we go. So these two are words that are true words. Yes, no. Plain, that means when something is bland. Yeah, like plain chicken, which I don't eat. My chicken is not spicy, then don't even bring it to me. Yeah. And gran, which is a short form for granny. Am I making sense to you? Yeah. Okay. So you need to remove a letter from the first word and, put that letter in the second word to form your answer. So what you're going to send to me in the chat, listen very carefully, what you're going to send to me in the chat is the two new words that you will form. Does that make sense? Fahina, that was brilliant. Well done. Yes, you're correct. All right. So everyone, chop, chop. Let's quickly do that. Okay. And send your answer in the chat. Do you know how to send your answer in the chat? And please, guys, when I ask you to send an answer in the chat, before you send it, try your best to have it written in your note. Maybe it would help you not to make silly mistakes, okay? Good. Caleb, well done. Mikhail, well done. Mercy, well done. Ife, well done. Moyo, well done. Tomiwa, well done. Tudor, yes, that's good. Igor, yes, that's good. Itelua, brilliant. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. So we've got Fakina has given me an answer. Igor, yes. Itelua, yes. Tudor, yes. Tomiwa, yes. Moyo, yes. Ife, brilliant. Mercy, very good. Mikkel, yes. And Caleb, yes. Is there anybody I haven't called their names yet? Okay, Fini, where is your own answer? Have you sent it?
No.
Are you stuck?
Yes.
Okay, so let's unstock you. So if we remove P, we have lane. Lane is an old English word, so it wouldn't work. Yeah? If we remove, you have to start with one word first. If we remove L, we have pain, which is a word. Am I making sense to you?
Yes.
Right? But can we put L?
No.
We can put L in grand to make a new word. So it's not pain. So we know it's not L that's moving. 1 minute, guys. I think that's glory. Our internet. All right. If we remove A, that gives me plain. Plain is not a word. Okay. Plain is not a word. Welcome back, Glory. Plain is not a word. So we know that we cannot remove A. Then let's remove I. If we remove I, then we have what? Plan. Am I making sense to you?
Yes.
Well, let's see if we can put I in grand. Can
I
we?
think I got the answer.
Okay, which would then give us what?
Grain.
Grain. Plan and grain. Those are the two new words. Does everyone understand how to do these now?
Yes, uncle.
Yes, uncle.
All right.
Yes, uncle.
This is what we're gonna try to do. Anytime I give you a task like this, if you finish your work early, you will try and form yours by yourself in your notes and then send it to me. Does that make sense? Rather than waiting behind and waiting for everyone else. Okay? Yeah. Good. Okay. So on that note, I'm gonna pause my screen and tell you how many to write in your note. How many questions or what numbers to write. So let's see. Number 1 to 12 in your notes, please, everyone. 1 to 12 in your notes. 1 to 12 in your notes. Are you done? All right, very good. So what I'm gonna do now, I will share it with you guys, and for each question, you have just 30 seconds. Does that make sense?
Yes, uncle.
Yeah, for each question, you have just 30 seconds. Fakina, your hand is up. Go on, Darlene, and ask your question.
Most of the time, not all the time, but most of the time, is it a vowel that gets moved?
Not all the time, darling. There are some cases where consonants get removed. Now, the thing is, in some cases, when you remove the vowel, all right, the word will still make a sense. All right? Am I making sense? But in some cases, when you remove the vowel, the word will not make a sense. What I tend to look for is what letter can I remove from that first word that will not make it a word that doesn't exist. Am I making sense to you? Yeah? What letter I can remove? Do you get what I'm trying to say? From that first word that will still give me a word that exists. Once I get that, the job is half done. Do you understand where I'm coming from? Yeah, that is how I approach it. That is exactly what I do. Okay, are we ready, guys?
Yes, Uncle.
Okay, all right then. If we are ready, then I'm gonna share my screen in a minute. I'm not sure why Acrobat Reader is not opening on this computer, but whatever the case may be, we will listen in a minute. All right. So you guys have 6 minutes, and your 6 minutes starts now. Tommy, why are you okay?
Yes, Uncle.
So what I'm trying to say is, wherever rule you have used for the first one, if that rule does not apply for the second one, then you haven't got a rule yet. You have to check again to figure it out. So obviously the answer to the last one will be what? Igor, do us the honor because you found the rule.
The answer to the last one would be 18.
18. Very good. Do you all understand now?
Yes, Uncle.
Quickly write that down in your note, please. And write that I said that what? The rule, I'm going to write it down. The rule must, underline must, but the same for the first two sets of numbers. Yes, Fee.
Can I get my sharpener now, please?
Yes, quickly go get it now.
Uncle,
Mm-hmm.
is it possible if you have, for example, this one, and then you, for the first two, the rule's the same, and then for the last one, it's different?
No, that's what we are saying. The rule have to be the same for the first two sets, and then you must apply the same rule for the third. Fakina, your hand is up, please. What is it?
He's gonna turn on the heating.
Yeah, that's fine. Glory, your hand is up. Is your hand up, Glory? Glory, are you there? Good. Any questions, please? Okay. All right. So in that case, let's move on. All right. I'm gonna give you guys one more before I give you the 12 questions I normally give, or 13. So we have 3, 5. All right, quickly try that. Everyone quickly try that. So you have to figure out, let me make sure you can see it. You have to figure out what the rule is. So this is the one that you need to try out. Yeah? Does that make sense, everybody?
Yes, Uncle.
Good, 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 good. Don't forget, it's all about figuring out the rule. All right, send the answer in the chat if you figure it out. Well done, Itelua. Well done. Well done. Nice. Nice. Think deep. Look at the numbers. Try and figure out what might be going on. That is how you're going to get it. Otherwise, I'm sorry, no. Yeah, Italu has given me an answer. Waiting. So those of you that say you've done this before, you see, it's not just about whether you've done it before or not. It's about making sure that you do what? You follow the rule and try and figure it out. Because whether you've done it before or not, you need to still what? To still look at it very carefully. Because they're not going to give you a question that you can easily solve in an exam. Because it's not, they don't want everyone to just, smash the exam like that. They expect you to be the best of the best. No, Mikhail, no. Come on, guys, this is not as hard as you think. Finny, yes, what is it?
I didn't put my hand up.
Oh, okay, I thought you did. Igor, what's going on? Boys, girls, let's be quick. Come on, chop, chop. All right, you tell you I explained to the class because everyone seems.
So you have to times both the numbers by each other,
Mm-hmm.
and then that would be 15 for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
You add the numbers together again,
Mm-hmm.
and that'll give you 8. Then you do 15 take away 8, and that'll give you 7.
So basically what you're doing is you multiply the two numbers by one another, that's 3 times 5, and then you subtract the first and you subtract the second. So 3 times 5 is 15, take away 3 is 12, take away 5 is 7. Let's try it for the second one. 9 times 6 is 54, take away 9, yeah, 54, take away 9 is 45, take away 6 is 39. Can you see that the rule works? Hello?
Yes.
So the last one, of course, will be 8 times 9, take away 8, take away 9. 8 times 9 is 72, 72 take away 8 will give me 64, 64 take away 9 will give me what? 55. Is this clear to everyone?
Yes, Uncle.
Yes, Mikhail, what was your question?
I just realised that when I was working out, I was only one step away from getting the answers.
Yeah, that's good, which means you should have pushed further. But sorry, in the exam, one step away doesn't count, does it?
No, Uncle.
Aha, so you have to make sure you get the answers. Because what we want is the answer, not one step away from the answer. Do you understand, my love?
Yes, Uncle.
Very good. All right. Yes, Glory. Glory, your hand is up.
I don't understand what we've done.
Okay. It's probably because you kept dropping out, darling. Next week, I will suggest that you actually come here rather than
I
joining.
don't understand what we've done.
It's because you've been dropping out. I will explain to you again. Next week, I will suggest you come here physically, okay? You will probably be in my dining, but you'll be able to connect and do the work, okay? I will explain to you again now, Glory. I'm not sure if you can hear me. Hello, Glory, can you hear me at all? Sorry, guys, please give me a minute. All right, let's move on. Let's move on, guys. So, Glory dropped out again, so we'll have to move on. All right, write number 1 to 12 in your notes, please, everyone. Are you ready, please? When you're ready, let me know. Thumbs up if you're ready. Okay, very good. Very good. So I'm gonna share my screen now. Don't forget, for each question you have 30 seconds, and I'm gonna give you extra 30 seconds to check. All right, to make sure that you understand perfectly everything, or you got the answers correctly, actually. So I'm gonna, before I do that, let me try and see if I can number it, if it will work. Okay, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12 will be 3, 6. One minute, please, guys. Want to quickly give you the last one. All right. So 3, 2, 1, boom, go. 30 seconds per question, go. Two minutes to go. All right. Thumbs up if you have finished, please. I know, yes. This type of question sometimes tends to what? To be quite challenging to people. So the more you do it, the better you become. Because you need to be able to figure out, there is no shortcut. You just need to be able to figure out what exactly is going on. Am I making sense? What the rule is. All right, if you finished, then you can try and form or write yours in your note. Does that make sense? To help you. Fahina, you just have to try. There is really nothing I can do about that. Okay, guys, it's time we stop. We've got to move on. We can't spend forever on this question. Okay. I've given more than enough time. Yeah, more than enough time. More than enough time. All right. Who wants to try number one for us? Mikhail, try number one for us, please. And tell us, first of all, tell us what the relationship is, and then we'll then use that rule for the third one. Come on, go.
With number one, the relationship would be first you have to do 10 add 3, which is 13, and then you do 13 add 10, which is 23.
So we can say 10 plus 10 plus 3, which is 23. Okay. How about the second one?
And then after you do 5 add 6, which is 11.
Okay, so 5 add 5 add 6, right?
Yeah.
So we add the first number twice and then add the second number. Very good. Okay, so what do we do for the third one? Exactly the same. So what's the answer for the third one then?
2 add 2 is 4. 4 add 5, that's 9.
9. Very good. So mark it for yourself if you've got 9. Thank you, Mikhail. Thank you, Mikhail. Where is Ife? Good. Ife, go on for number 2, please.
For number 2, I did 4 times. I did 4 times 2, which is 8.
Mhm.
Then I did 2 times 2, which is 4, and 8 plus 4, which is 12.
Yeah. So basically, we could say the rule is add these two together and double it. Am I making sense to you?
Yes, Uncle.
Are you raising up your hand or what? Because I really don't understand. It's confusing. Okay, what is it, Igor?
For that, for number 2,
I can't hear you, please.
for number 2, I did it differently.
Okay, hold on. So then let's test your rule, Ife. Yeah, let's test your rule for second one. So 10 add 6 will give me 12. 12 times 2. Sorry, 10 add 6 will give me 16 rather. 16 times 2 will give us 32. So that works. All right. So 16 plus 5 will give us what? 21. 21 times 2. That gives us what? 42. So Igor, how did you do yours?
So I did 4 times 2 plus 4. And then 10. No, I mean. Yeah, I did it. I did it like I said. That was the other question.
I can't hear you. What did you say?
I said that was another question.
Okay, all right then. That's fine. Okay. Thank you, Ife. Mercy, are you there? Number 3, Mercy.
Okay, so I think the rule is the second number you times it by 2 and then you add the first number.
Absolutely. 6 plus 2 times 20. That'll give me what? 40 plus 6. 2 plus 2 times 15. That'll give me what? 32. So 7 plus 2 times 10. That'll give us what? 27. Right? Very good. Glory, can you hear me? Good. All right, try number 4 for me, please.
Number 4 being you add the two numbers out either side of the brackets together, then you minus 4.
Okay, let's see if that is right. 12 plus 8, yeah, that's, so we can say 12 add 8, take away 4. 6 add 20, take away 4. So 15 add 13, take away 4. Let's see, 28 take away 4, that'll give us 24. Yes, you're right, 24. Okay, that works. That works, very good. That works. All right, let's move on. So that's Glory. Glory has answered. Mercy has answered. Michael has answered. Who else has answered? Ife has also answered. Okay. Let me just write this down so I can be able to keep track. Ife, Mercy, Glory, and Michael. All right, number 5. Ife, you raised up your hand. What is it?
I also answered the question.
Yeah, I know. I've written your name. Ife has answered. Lua, number 6. I'm sorry, number 5.
I think the answer will be 19 because
Tell me the relationship first, please.
you have to do 16 times 2, and then you add 8, and that'll give you 40.
To add 8,
And then 11 times 2
Mm-hmm.
plus 5, that will give you 27.
So 4 times 2, add 11, which will give me what?
19.
19. Very good. Okay. Very good. Very good. Very good. So let's go on to the next one. Thank you, Iteolua Kishi. All right, Being. Next one.
For number 6, I think so first of all, you add the two numbers outside the bracket, 10 plus 15, and then you add 6.
Okay. So you add 10 plus 5 plus 6. 10
I meant 5.
plus 6, yeah? All right.
And then 4 plus 13 plus 6.
Okay. So 21 plus 9 plus 6, which you give us what? 36. All right. That sounds like it. All right. Thank you, Fingy. 2 dot. Is 2 dot there?
Oh. So I got the answer by doing I got the answer by doing 6 add 14 divided by 2. Not wait.
Are you sure that's what you did? Because it seems.
On 7 I got the answer of 7, but I can't remember how I did it.
Okay, all right. Who wants to tell us? Those that haven't spoken, Igor, all right? Yes, go on, Igor.
So the rule, I think the rule is, instead of adding 6, you take away 2 from 6, then you add it to. No, yeah, you take away 2 from 6, then you take away 4 from 14, which will give you 10. Then on the next one, it would be you take away 2 from 3, which will give you 1, and then you take away 1 from 20, which would give you 19. So on the last one, you need to do 4 take away 2. That means it'll give you 2. That means 9 take away 2 would be 7.
All right, or we can say 14 add 2, take away 6. Yeah, 20 add 2, take away 3. Does that make sense? Yeah, and then 9 add 2, take away 4, which will give us what? 7. Is that clear? Yeah, very good. Thank you, Igor. All right, Tommy, what are you next?
So on number 8, so I did 4 times 6, which is 24, and then you add 3, making 27. And also on the next one, 5 times 10, add 3, which is 53. And then 8 times 2, which is 16, add 3 is 19. So the answer is 19.
All right. So last one, next one rather, Moya. Thank you, Tanoa.
So for number for number 9, you have to, well, for starters, my answer, I got 10, and what you do is you have to add, so you have to add 6 plus 10,
Mhm.
and then you subtract 9,
Mhm.
and then for the next one you have to do 20 plus 14, which is 34, and then you have to subtract 9, which would be 25.
Mhm.
So then you have to do 11 plus 8,
Mhm.
which is 19. Then you have to subtract 9, which is 10.
Very good. Thank you. All right. So number 10, Caleb. Caleb, unmute yourself, please.
So for number 10, the relationship would be, so you add those two together.
Which two? Those two.
So let's do an example of the first one on 10. So what you have to do is you have to times 4 and 6, that will equal 24, and then divide that by 3, that will equal 8. If you do the same thing on here, 11 times 9 equals 99, divided by 3 equal 33. So you have to do 6 times 12, which equals 72, and then divide that by 3, which equals 24.
Is that clear?
Yes, Uncle.
All right. Let's move on then. Tito, do you want to try number 11 then?
On number 11, so the way I did it is you do 2, you add the numbers together. Oh, wait for 11. I didn't get to. Oh, I did do 11.
You did or you didn't, Tito?
I did.
Okay, so what's your answer? And how did you do it?
So, so I did my answer by doing 6 times 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then you times the first number by itself, or you times it by 2. And then,
But is that the same rule for this one then? That's not the same rule for that one, so no. Fahina, do you want to try that for us, please? Is Fahina there? You're muted. Is Fahina here?
I am, Uncle.
Do you want to try number 11 or should I ask someone else to do it?
You should ask someone else. I haven't done it at number 11.
All right, who wants to try number 11 for us, please? Okay, Caleb?
So for number 11, the relationship is what you have to do. So what you have to do is that you have to I forgot how you do the relationship, but I know the answer is 6.
I'm more concerned about the relationship, not just the answer. All right, Igor, yes, go on.
So what I got of the relationship was, so the first one you would do, you would times the number on the right by 3, then take away 2. So that would be 6 times 3 would be 18, and 18 take away 2 would be 16. And on the second one, it will be 10 times 3, which is 30, and 30 take away 7 is 23. So on the last one, it will be 4 times 3, which would be 12, and 12 take away 2 is 10.
Very good. Very good. So it is second number times 3, then take away the first number. You know? Yeah. So that's that. All right. Who wants to try number 12? Fahina, do you want to try that? Tudor, do you want to try that? Let's have Fahina or Tudor try it first. Fahina or Tudor, do you want to try it or should I? Okay. Mikhail, yes.
With question 12, you have to do 3 add 6, which is 9. 9 times 9 is 108.
No, 9 times 9 is no 108.
9 times 12 is 108. And then you do, would it be 5 times 7, 30, which is 35. And then 35 times 12, which is 245.
35 times 12.
Yeah.
35 times 12 is 420, Mikhail. All right, I need a girl to answer this, please. I need a girl to answer this one. Come on, team girls, don't let the boys win. Okay. I'm a girl anyway, so. Or I'm on team girl. Don't let your eyeball drop or go. I mean, I'm on team girl. That's what I meant. What do you?
There's less girls.
Okay. No, I thought you said you were a girl.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did say that first.
yeah, you did say that.
That was a mistake. I meant I'm on team girls.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine.
That's what your ears will hear. Look at you. Eh?
Sorry, I thought I was daydreaming there.
Yeah. Thank you. Come back to earth. All right.
Yes.
So this one is very simple. You square the second number and you multiply it by the first number. 6 squared is what?
12.
So 36. 36 times 3. 108. 7 squared is 49. 49 times 5 is 249. So 9 squared is 81. 81 times 6 will give you what? Igor?
It will give you 480. No, 486.
Uncle, when you want to talk, make sure you're facing the computer because when you turn away, we can't hear what you're saying.
I was looking at my book.
Okay, so look at your book and then tell us what you want to tell us now. What's the answer?
The answer is 486.
486. Very good. So mark it, please, and send your score, please, over 12. Thingy, yes, your hand is up. What is it?
I did it a different way.
Okay, how did you do it?
So I did it as 3 times 6 is 18, and times that by 6, which
Hey,
is
it's the same thing now. 3 times 6 times 6. 6 times 6 is 6 squared, isn't it?
But you didn't say that.
He did.
You said 6 squared.
Yeah, 6 squared is what?
That's the same
6 times
thing.
6 times 6 is 6 squared.
Yeah, but okay, never mind.
So guys, this is me, I'm Finny talking now. So everyone please keep quiet. Thank you. So Finny, you did 3 times 6, yeah? And then you multiply by 6. What is 6 times 6, Finny?
36.
Which is 6 squared. Yes or no?
Yes.
Aha. So whether I did 6 squared times 3, yeah, it's still the same answer, the same thing. You just did something slightly different, which is okay, and got you the answer. Does that make sense? But that
Yeah.
doesn't mean it's a different relationship. Do you understand, please?
Yes, uncle.
All right, very good. Send your score, please, out of 12. Fahina, we have work to do. You need to improve. The same thing with you, Glory. You need to improve. All right? Yeah. But please, well done to all of you. All of you, well done. But those of you that scored less than 10, you have work to do. Does that make sense? Loads of work to do. Yes, Glory, what is it?
I didn't get to do more because I kept cutting out.
Sorry, that's your internet. I already. Can't you see I'm talking? I'm replying someone. Well, what did I say about raising up your hand?
We have to raise up our hand if someone else is speaking.
That's what I'm saying, Glory. I already spoke to your parents about it. Yeah, I mean to your mom about it. Yeah, we'll try and see what we can sort out next week if the internet is like this, okay? Yeah. Sorry about that. I wish I could do something about it today, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do about it. Okay? All right. Yes, Thingy, you ready? Oh, Mikhail, what is it?
I was just gonna say the reason why I did.
There are a number of things. There are a number of things that apply, but there are a number of things that you can use when we come to alphabet sequence or alphabet series. Listen very carefully. Sometimes the series could be increasing in a certain order. However, I always tell my students that there are two things they need to remember. Number one, if you're given an alphabet, okay, always remember that the midpoint is M and N. What I call it? MN. Yeah. So if, for example, A is the first from the front, Z will be the first from the back. Yes or no? So sometimes we could have what we call a mirror relationship. AZ, BY, CX, right? And DW. Yeah. EV and what? FU. I always remember these ones by heart. Why? So that when I spot A, Z, I already know it is mirror. Am I making sense to you? B, Y, I know it's some sort of mirror. Then C, of course, I know it's gonna be what? X follow. And then the next one will be what? D and then W. Do you understand what I'm trying to say, guys?
Yes, uncle.
Yes, uncle.
Yes, uncle.
All right, that is number one. That is number one. Number two that I always say is remember that M is the mirror of what? N. L is the mirror of what? O, because the midpoint is between M and N. However, sometimes the relationship is not all about what? Going forward. So this is what I do. Anytime you're given A, B, C, D, yeah, in your exam, continue after Z and write A, B, C, D. At least get to D. Am I making sense to you? And here also go and write what? Z, Y, X. At least X, Y, Z before A. Why? For example, let's say we have this series. You're going from E to Z. Am I making sense to you? E to Z to W. I want you to look at what is going on here. E to Z to W. If I was to count forward, that would take me much longer. Yes or no?
Yes, Uncle.
So instead of counting forward, what am I going to do? I'll count back. But when I'm counting, I know some of you may know how to do this, but I want you to pay attention because once you make one silly mistake, it will mess out everything. If I'm counting from E, I count my number of oops. So that's what? From E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means that is minus 5. Am I making sense to you? Does this make sense to you guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, Uncle.
Then, because I've got Z here, so instead of continue here, I'll just come here and continue. So Z to W, 1, 2, 3. So that's minus what? Minus 3. So I've got minus 5, minus 3. Let me say probably the next one will be what? Will be V. Yeah. So, of course, that's just what? Minus 1. So we've got minus 5, minus 3. What can you notice about minus 5, minus 3, minus 1? What can you notice, Tomiwa?
You're adding 2 onto them.
So that means the next one will be what? Plus 1. Yes or no?
Yes, Uncle.
V plus 1. That will just give me what? Plus 1. That will give me W. Then another plus 1. What would that give me? 1, 2, 3. That'll give me what? Z. Is that clear to you?
Yes, Uncle.
Yeah, it's mainly making sure that you pay attention to the pattern. If you pay attention to the pattern, the answer will be there staring at you. But if you don't pay attention to the pattern, the answer will not be there. So don't forget the 3 things I want you to remember. Step number 1, we call it the mirrored what? The mirrored sequence, which is AZ, BY, CX, DW, EV, FU. Yeah, you don't have to go beyond all those. Am I making sense? Because you've got 6 on this side, 6 on this side. But if knowing them by heart will make your life easier. Knowing them by heart will make your life easier. Okay, that is number 1. Number 2, remember that the midpoint of your alphabet is between M and N. So it's like a mirror. And I always have 3 alphabets before my A and 4 alphabets after my Z. Why? To make it easier for me to count. Am I making sense to you? Because sometimes you're just counting from Z to A or A to Z rather than going back to the, it could be confusing and then you make a silly mistake. Is that clear to you?
Yes, Uncle.
Yes, Uncle.
Good. So do not forget that. So please write this one down in your note. Am I making sense, everyone? That is number 1. I want you, please listen before you write anything down in your note. I want you to listen. I want you to write X, Y, Z up to A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, yeah, up to D again on a straight line in your note. Does this make sense, everyone?
Yes, Uncle.
So you have to do it very carefully so that it forms that straight line. And that will always be your reminder. And when you finish that, you draw a line between M and N. Remember, that is the mid what? Point. Yeah?
then 8, 5, 10.
Quietly, please, quietly. Do your work quietly. Write it down in your note now. Thank you. You tell Lua, yes?
Never mind. My dad was going to get the thing.
I can't hear you, darling. You're breaking. So, for example, A to C. So if you think about it's 1, 2, A, B, C. Am I making sense to you? Yeah?
Yes, Uncle.
So that's plus 2. C to E plus 2. E to G plus 2. You know, so when you've done 3 of them and you realize that it's plus 2 and you did the first one and you realize that it's plus 2, you know the rest are going to be plus 2. Am I making sense to you? Yeah, the same thing with the next one. X to U, you know, X to U, to R, to O, to L, to I, to F. Yeah. So minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, minus 3, you know. But there are different ones also. What about C to D? Yeah, let's look at this one. C, D, F, I, M, R. We don't know what the next one is going to be and what the next one is going to be. So let's look. If you look at the alphabet I told you to write in your book, C to D is plus 1, D to F is plus 2, F to I plus 3, I to M plus 4, M to R plus 5, R to X is plus 6. So what do you think the next one is going to be, Moyo?
The next one is going to be,
The rule,
oh, you're going to have to add 7.
plus 7. So, and what would the alphabet be?
The alphabet would be, the letter would be E.
Yes, E. Does that make sense, everyone? What about the ones that are alternating? Those of you that have checked through that pack, you see this rule that I'm giving you is inside that pack that I told you about. Alternating. So B, C, F, G, J, K, N. So let's see. We're going to write the next two. B to C is plus 1. C to F is plus 3. F to G is plus 1. G to J is plus 3. J to K is plus 1. K to N is plus 3. Then the next one will be what? Fahina.
And plus 1.
Plus 1. So what would be the alphabet B, Fahina?
O.
O. And then Ife. What will be the next one? The rule? What is the rule, Ife?
Would it be R?
What is the rule? First of all, I need a rule. What are you adding?
The add 3.
So plus 3. Yeah, plus 3. So O to P to Q, then to R. Very good. All right. So let's look at the next one. What about when they're doubling in size? B to C to I to E to I to Q to G. All right. Tell me what will be the next rule?
You then need to add 32.
How many alphabets do we have?
You only have 26.
26. All right. So
Yeah.
adding 32, that is the same thing as adding 6. Yes or no?
What did you say?
Adding 32 is the same thing as adding 6, isn't it?
Yes, Uncle.
Because 26 take away 32, 32 take away 26, that'll give us what?
6.
So all these things is something that you have to remember about how many alphabet we've got there. Am I making sense to you?
Yes.
All right. What about a case where the number is increasing, but the sign is changing? Plus 1, minus 2, plus 3, minus 4, plus 5, minus 6. What will be the rule for the next one? Mercy, what will be the rule?
Plus 7.
And then followed by what?
Take away 8.
Take away 8. Is this clear to everyone, please?
Yes, Uncle.
Yes, Uncle.
What will be the next one then? If it's 8 plus 7, what will it be?
8 plus 7 will give you H.
Can you count, please, again? So we're moving from A. You're having 7 oops. Yeah, H. Very good. Yeah, and then H minus 8. Listen very carefully, yeah? If you pay attention to something, you realize that A plus 7 gives me H. If I'm moving 8 backward, that means it's practically saying minus 1 from A. Yes or no?
Yes.
Uncle. You
So that's gonna give me Z straight away. Do you understand what I'm saying? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you just have to be smart about it. Because yeah, sometimes you have to count, which is good, all right? But if you pay close attention to what you've done, you will be able to find the answer very quickly also. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, Uncle.
Yes, Uncle.
All right. And sometimes we have what we call alternating what? Alternating sequence. Meaning you are looking at what? A to what? B, B to C, C to D. Now, let me now quickly tell you, most of the one you will find in your exam are not one letter. The one letters are for babies. So you have AC, AC, CF, EB, GG, IA, and then you need to find the next two. Hello, put down your hands, please, Mikhail. I want to explain this, please. Sorry. Put down your hands, please, Fahina, except you have a question. I want to explain this, please. All right. Now, in this case, we need to find the first letters first. Am I making sense to you? Find the rule that applies to the first letter. So A to C, what is the rule, Mikhail? You raised up your hand. That's why I'm asking.
It will be add 2.
Add 2. Then C to E also will be what?
Add 2.
E to G will be what?
Add 2.
G to I will be what?
Add 2.
So the next one, we're adding what?
It will be
2.
add 2.
And then
that will
add
be-
2. Does that make sense, everyone?
Yes, Uncle.
Yes, Uncle.
Yes, Uncle.
All right. Someone else raised up their hand the other time. Or was Fahina. So what will be I add 2 will be what, Fahina?
What did you say, Uncle?
I add 2. Pay attention, Auntie. I add 2 will be what?
K.
Hmm?
K.
K. And K add 2 will be what? Ifeoluwa. What is the answer, Ife?
It will be M. M.
M. All right. Now, let's now look at the next one. Iteoluwa Kishi. For the second one, what is going to be the rule? C to F.
That would be plus 2. Plus 3.
Plus 3. Then F to B is what?
Take away 4.
Take away 4. Very good. B to G is what?
Plus 5.
Plus 5. Can you guys notice anything already with the rule? Plus 3 minus 4 plus 5. The next one is going to be what? Minus 6. So plus 7 minus what? Minus 8. Does that make sense?
Yes, Uncle.
Yes, uncle.
So I plus A plus 7, what would that give us? Tudor, A plus 7, what would that give us? Count from A. 7 oops.
It will be
H. And then, because, listen, we know that this is alternating, yeah? I know that I went from A to H. So automatically, if I'm subtracting 8 from H, tell me, Mikhail, what is the answer going to be straight away without even counting?
It would be. Would it? What was
Okay, count if you want to.
I forgot what the question was.
H take away 8. Pay attention.
Take away. Oh, it will be Z.
Z. To be honest with you, you don't have to count that. Do you know why?
Because A take away 1 is Z.
Thank you. Do you understand what I'm trying to say now, guys? That's why I said you really need to pay attention. Is this clear to everybody?
Yes,
Yes, Uncle.
Yes,
All right, very good. Very good. So that is how we approach it, and that is how we do it. So I'm gonna quickly give you a few questions to do on this one. Few questions to do on this one. All right. So we've got 1, 2, 3. We've got no, just yeah, that's it. So we've got question 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So you've got those 5 questions to do. You only have 3 minutes to do them. All right. Time is up, everyone. Thank you. Time is up, time is up, time is up. All right. So I'm going to walk through these, all right, together. Caleb, D to E, what's the rule?
E to E, that'll be +1.
+1. E to G,
E
Igor.
to,
Igor, E to G. I want everyone to be ready. Please drop your pen. When I say stop writing, I mean stop writing. Drop your pen. Please time to listen.
It would be 2.
You know you're not listening, you know. I don't like repeating myself. Do you guys know when someone tells you to drop your pen or stop writing in the exam, if you right after that, you've just failed the exam? Do you know that? Because some of you are so adamant that I tell you to stop writing, but you will not listen. I hope your being strong-headed doesn't make you fail the exam. Learn to follow simple instructions. Igor, E to G is what?
It will be +2.
+2. Itelua, G to J is what?
+3.
+3. And J to N is what? Obviously, you guys can already see that will be +4. Yes or no? And the next one will be what? +5. O, P, Q, R, S. So the answer is what? S. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yes,
Is that what you got?
yes.
Good. All right. Very good. Thingy. W to V. What is that?
That is -1.
W to V is -1. Then V to T is what?
+2.
V to T is +2. Thank you. T to Q, Mikhail, is what?
E to Q is take away 3.
-3. Then Q to M is what? Tudor?
+4.
+4. That means the next one is gonna be what? Tomiwa?
-5.
And my M -5 will be what?
Should I say it?
Yeah.
J.
M -5 will
Wait, no.
what? Really?
No, it's not going to reach it. H.
Yeah, H. All right. Thank you. So we're going on to the next one. I to J is what, Moyo?
+1.
J to H is what, Moyo?
-2.
-2. H to K is what, Glory? Glory, H to K is what?
+3.
+3. Then K to G is what, Fahina?
-4.
-4. G to what? That's gonna be +5. Yes, no. So
Yes, sir.
G +5, what would the answer be now? Well, Fahina, what's the answer?
L.
L. Very good. All right. Mercy, T to Y. What is that?
+5.
T to Y is +5. Y to C is what?
Is it plus 4.
C to F is what?
Plus 3.
Mikhail, F to H is what?
F to H is +2.
And then H to next one will be what? +1. HI. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yes, Uncle.
All right, Fahina, were you raising up your hand because I couldn't see your hand because of the background?
Yeah, I was raising up my hand. I had a question. If we carried on the sequence, would we plus 0, and what would we do after the plus 0?
What is happening to the sequence so far?
That is taking away 1 each time, plusing
We take away 1. Yeah. So 0 minus 1. What would that give you, Fahina?
-1.
Very good.
So how would you plus -1?
You don't add. What do we do in the alphabet when you are subtracting, Fahina?
You would go backwards.
That's it. Simple. Make sense?
Okay.
Very good. All right. So, to tell you what, that's fine. We're gonna finish in a minute. So let's go on to this last one. D to Z. Tell me what will it be?
D to Z will be -5.
Z to E, Moyo, will be what?
Z to E will be plus, it will be +5.
Is it +5? Yeah. A, B, C, D, E. Okay. E to X will be what? Caleb?
X, e to x would be minus -7.
-7. X to F will be what? Igor? Igor, X to F will be what?
It would +8.
+8. F to V will be what? Tell me what?
-11.
-11. So you realize that -5 + 5 -7, it doesn't really make sense. That needs to tell you that what? It might be some sort of alternating what? Sequence. Yes or no?
Yes, Uncle.
So D to E, E to F, F to G. Am I making sense to you? Right? Z to X, X to V, V to what? So Z to X, Z, Y, X. Am I making sense to you? Right? So this is what? -2. X to V will be what? Moyo, X to V will be what?
It will be -2.
X to V is -2. Glory, V. So the next one also is going to be what? -2. So V -2, what would I give you, Glory?
Wouldn't that give you T?
TUV, yes. Does that make sense, everybody?
Yes, Uncle.
Yeah.
Yes, Uncle.
Send your score out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Out of 6, please. Send your score over 6. We're still waiting for one more person to send their score. Okay. That's it. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. So you need to keep working on your sequence, guys. Whether it is number sequence or alphabet sequence, you need to be top notch on them. So on this note, I want to say thank you, everyone, for today. Thank you for your contribution and all your effort. All right. And of course, Wilson and Babalu. So on these notes, I want to say thank you, and I will see you. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
And
Thank you for the lesson.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Thank you for the lesson, Uncle.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye-bye.